31 minutes. That's how long it took this free repo to take a one-line idea on my Mac and turn it into a planned, spec'd, ticketed, tested, and code-reviewed feature. And on the way there, the AI interviewed me about my own design and caught a real flaw in it before a single line of code existed. 204,000 developers have started this repo. Almost none of them have ever run it. It shipped a new version today, so I ran the whole thing on camera. Here's the deal. In the next 8 minutes, you'll watch Matt Pocock's complete idea to ship pipeline run a real feature end to end. By the end, you'll have the one command that installs it. The 6 skills worth running every single day. My install, situational or skip verdict on all 35, and a free cheat sheet that maps the whole system. Quick context, because the author matters. Matt Pocock is the TypeScript educator, and this year, he went all in on AI engineering. In February, he published his personal .agents directory as a repo called Skills, with a blunt tagline: Skills for real engineers, not vibe coding. 6 months later, 204,000 stars. And the README is really a diagnosis. Agents fail 4 ways. They build the wrong thing. They talk too much. The code doesn't work. And the code base rots into a ball of mud. Every skill exists to kill one of those 4 failures. Getting it is one command. npx skills at latest, add mattpocock/skills. On my machine, that dropped 35 skills into the project in about 40 seconds. And as of today, it's also an official Claude Code plugin in the marketplace. Auto-updating, working in both Claude Code and Codex. Then one setup skill, once per repo. It explored my project first, asked 3 questions: where issues live, which labels, which config file, and led every question with a recommended answer. 20 seconds of pressing enter, and the whole system was wired to my repo. Now the crown jewel. I typed /grill with docs, add late fees for overdue invoices. 1 line. And instead of writing code, it started interviewing me. Numbered questions in rounds, each with its own recommended answer. What counts as overdue? Flat fee or percentage? And then the moment that sold me, it read my actual code and pointed out that storing a late fee as a line item would break an invariant my own tests enforce. Sent invoices can't be modified. It caught that conflict in the planning conversation before any code existed. 12 questions and 3 rounds later, it declared the frontier empty. Its phrase for no open decisions left, and wrote everything down. A glossary where overdue, grace period, and late fee each get one exact meaning, with banned synonyms, and an architecture decision record locking the big call. A late fee is a recorded fact, not a derived value. That's Matt's shared language trick. And from that moment on, 2 words, late fee, carry the entire design. Fewer tokens, no drift, and every future session inherits it. If that just changed your next feature, that's every video here, so subscribe. It's free. And to back the work hit, join or the supporter button on Facebook. Now, the build. Next, /to-spec. No second interview. It turned the conversation we'd already had into a published spec. But first, it made me confirm the testing seam. 1 function boundary, in-memory fixtures. The clock passed in. Matt's rule is that the ideal number of seams is 1. Then /to-tickets sliced the spec into 3 tracer bullet tickets, each a narrow but complete path through the feature, each sized to fit 1 fresh context window, with real blocking edges, a strict chain. Ticket 2 needs ticket 1, and ticket 3 needs both. Then I cleared the context completely and typed /implement. The tickets live on disk, so a fresh session picks them straight up. It loaded the TDD skill and ran the red-green loop at the agreed seam. All 3 tickets test first, and my suite went from 5 tests to 29. Before committing, it launched /code review on itself. 2 reviewer agents in parallel, standards and spec. The spec reviewer caught a real defect. Fee assessment wasn't reproducible as of a date. It fixed it, red-green, with a test pinning it, then committed. 1 line idea to reviewed commit, 31 minutes. That's the main flow. But the repo ships 35 skills and you shouldn't install blind. My verdict board. Install today, grill with docs. The interview alone is worth the repo. Ask Matt, the router for when you forget what fits. To spec and to tickets. Implement, which quietly carries TDD and code review inside it. And wait, what? Brand new. When Claude rambles, type those 2 words and the answer comes back short in your project's own vocabulary. Situational, wayfinder for efforts too big for one session. Diagnosing bugs, prototype, research, teach, and handoff. Skip the MISC and in progress buckets. His course tooling and open experiments. And this repo is a living thing. That's the real reason it beats a screenshot. Today's version 1.2 alone shipped the official plugin, full codex support, with a YAML file beside every skill, the wizard skill, which writes an interactive setup script the moment the agent hits a step only a human can do, and prototypes that now arrive as a single HTML file anyone can double click. He also deleted 6 stale skills the same day. The man prunes this thing like production code, and every video he makes about it becomes your changelog. So here's your move tonight. 1. Install it. The plugin for managed updates, or the npx command if you want to own the files. 2. Run the setup skill in one real repo and take the recommended answers. 3. Start your next actual feature with grill with docs instead of a prompt and answer honestly. 4. Finish it with implement and let the review run before the commit. One feature through the full loop. You'll feel the difference the first time it asks you a question you hadn't thought of. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free, and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. The real transformation isn't a new tool. It's that your agent stops acting like a fast intern and starts working like a disciplined engineer, because the discipline is written down and installed. For the map, comment the word grill, and my bot will send you the real engineer skill stack. All 35 skills on one sheet with my install, situational, or skip verdict on each, the full workflow diagram, and every command from this video. It's also free at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/grill. And if you're just getting started, my step-by-step beginner playbooks are linked below, including the complete Claude code guide and the codex guide, both fully updated for August. See you in the next one.